Our second and final stop here at South America is here at Autodromo Nahuel Huapi in Argentina for round number 14 of 20 of the 2019 Sunoco Elite Series season. Back here in Argentina for what I believe is our fourth time. I believe we came here for our first time back in 2015. I'm correct on that. And we've had some fun races here throughout the years. It's provided some great racing. We're hoping for it to provide another great race here today. We're going to go straight into your starting lineup. On pole position, your points leader, Cordell Paulson, continues his reign of terror by getting his second pole position of the year. He has an 8-race top 10 streak that he hopes to continue today, but only time will tell if it will actually continue because anything can happen in these races. Alongside William Duncan, his biggest title threat. In the 4-car, Duncan has had 2 championship podiums to his name in the past and is trying to get a championship. So far, Paulson has looked unstoppable. On row 2, Daniel Bouchard, who is still rideless currently, as the big rumors are him going to Freeze Racing Team down in Lights or possibly even as a privateer in Elites. Bouchard has had an okay year in the 6, but with Allie Nelson moving into that car next year, there's really no space for him. And that's alongside Mark Nutt in the 71. Nutt has been confirmed to be driving for Ditech in the Royale. So we're excited to see him back in just 2 races' time. But he's trying to get a good PT run going. He's been doing all right so far. Not terrible, but not amazing. But it's what you'd expect out of one of the longest running PLS veterans. On row 3, Aiden Shepard has been confirmed to be moving to Anjado next year, moving away from the Roush Racing Enterprises car after Max Anderson was confirmed to that car last week. Shepard, it's been a long run at Roush Racing Enterprises. He's been in that car a total of 5 years in his career and is now looking for new horizons at the satellite team. Alongside Jack Halleck, who, with Anjado entering the sport, has confirmed his retirement at the end of the year. Halleck has been debating returning back to Australia V8 Supercars within the next few years, and I guess he's taken that dive, so wish him the best of luck next year, but he's still got to finish out the year here with Thundersport. And on row 4, it's Paul Jackson in the 10, one of the 2 considered GOAT in Elite Series history, and Jackson his year started great, but he's been falling back, especially with the terrible day he had last week at Brazil. It's just continued to get worse. Jackson really needs a day to pick himself up. And that's alongside Alex Bignacco, who a great year so far in the 17. I'm not sure if he's been confirmed back to the 17 yet. But the rumor was that he was going to be the lead car at the team and was expected to re-sign for multiple years. So lots of good vibes in that 17 garage. He's had a great year in 2019. And on row 5, it is Philip Scott in the 80. Philip leaving the team next year. Still no news on where he's going. So only time will tell where he goes, with no driver confirmed into the new 98 next year. And that's alongside last week's winner, Tyler Thaber in the 35. Thaber getting a second career win and his first full race win back at the Army Digital Super Speedway in a green-white checkered finish. Now he's starting in the top 10 here today, so lots of hopes that he could, in fact, win another one here today. 5 go to the rear today. William Brock had not only an engine go out, but failed tech inspection and qualifying. It is a miserable weekend so far for Brock at a track that he has been so good at in the past. Tim Randolph, Roger Ray, reigning champion Roman Rahal, and Vince Freeze also fill out that order. And your reigning winner, Scott Roush, starts 23rd, which means none of the 3 guys who were really good here last year, Roush, Rahal, and Brock, are starting near the front, meaning we may see a new winner out here, but Paulson could stop that as he won this race back in 2016. As the cars are getting fired up and ready to go, we're going to go green in just a moment. We'll be back. And it'll be Cordell Paulson, the 2015 champion and the championship leader, leading it down to the green flag here in Argentina. Green flag is in the air. Oh. And that's Mark Nutt who just... Oh. Well, Mark Nutt gets the jump on the field there. As he heads into the chicane for his first time. And from 4th on the grid, it was an amazing start from the 71, but Paulson not giving up without a fight, it seems. Oh, that's 3 wide for 4th. That is 3 wide for 4th. Oh, no. Shepard. He holds on. All right. Okay. You two all right? Yeah? Okay, this might not be okay. So Windhelm just got into the wall with help from the 7. That holds up a good chunk of people, and yeah, Windhelm is limping now. How's your order? It is Nutt, Paulson, Bouchard, Halleck, and Shepard, your top 5. Duncan, Jackson, Scott, Benyako, and Faber rounds out your top 10. Faber has not moved since the start. Top 10 is still intact, although in a much different order. As Shepard's going around the outside of the 4. I think Jackson will try as well. Duncan's going to hope he gets a good toe hitter home. That's Wolfstein in. I'm guessing Darrell got a piece of that as well, because there was a large commotion. So yeah, I'm guessing he got a piece of that. And obviously Hans Windhelm. Bad luck for the 3 of them. We saw that happen. We don't even have to go back. As we have a 4-car breakaway from the field here, it seems. No, they're not breaking away too far, but Halleck now around the outside of the 83. That is for 3rd. Halleck started 6th and is now moving himself into a podium. Duncan is losing spots. This is not a good start for the driver of the 4. But he will keep the spot on the 80. There's Darrell now out of the pits. He's going to try to get himself back going. You do what you can. Wolfstein is also reportedly out of the pits. Windhelm is now out of the pits as well. All right, so minor contact, lap 1. No biggie. Now the goal is to hunt the 71. This is an unlikely combo, hunting the 71. This is Daniel Bouchard and Jack Halleck. Halleck retiring at the end of the year. Probably going back to V8 supercars. If I'm correct, he was a V8 supercar driver. And so the team taking that on Giotto, owned by Hank Onjack, which is related to Peter Onjack. And it will be a Ford team. But the fact that Peter Onjack is a Honda development driver, supposedly. So, weird, but Daniel Bouchard now, as we head on to lap 3. Was there any more contact? Just now, it seems. Brock is around, and yeah, that's he's retired. That's it. What happened? Oh, Brock would be battling with Petrov a little too hard, and he'd run off the track and right into that wall and right back up into Ray. And around would go Brock. Ray's engine would be up at smoke, and both would go out of the race. Bad luck for the 2 of them. Well, it seems like they're catching a little. Both of these 2. As Bouchard and Halleck, Bouchard and Nutt both have never won a race in Elite's history. In fact, this is only like Mark Nutt's 3rd race. Bouchard, been around for a few years, but he hasn't won a race. Halleck is a 6-time winner. He's going for his 7th. Paulson is an 8-time winner, going for his 9th. Shepard is a 7-time winner, going for his 8th. Jackson is a 7-time winner, going for his 8th. Or no, he's an 8-time winner, going for 9. Duncan is a 4-time winner, going for 5. Scott going for 8. Binyako going for 1, and Rowe going for 9. Rowe is the first one of the people who are currently at 8 to get to 8. He has not even gotten to 9 yet. We expected he'd already have a win at this point in the year, but he just hasn't. Last time around, actually, Mark Note was slightly faster than the driver. The 6, just barely. It was 11 hundredths. 11 thousandths. 11 hundredths is 1/10. While Halleck was about 3/10 slower, so was Shepard, Paulson, and yeah, everyone behind. Although Duncan has actually kicked it up a little bit. Rowe is your fastest driver of the race, and he just pulled that lap, so he has caught up to the back of this train here. As I see Duncan now challenging the 10. So Duncan must have just had a bad start, but he is not done. He's kicked it back up, and he's going to try to go now after Jackson here. 3 championship rivals right here under a blanket. That is 5th, 6th, and 7th on track. This is 1st, 2nd, and 5th in points. The other 2 in that top 5 are looking for Scott Roush, who started midfield. He is now battling for 20th, and he'll lose it. Maybe not quite, actually. He held on to that pretty well. He'll lose it, though. He was challenging for it, but he didn't quite get it. And Eric Monaco, who's down in 28th, is 3rd in points. This is not looking to be a good day for the driver of the 87. We continue on, though. Ray is in for damage. Yeah, Ray came in from the incident with Brock, right. Me brain be big dumb. Has anyone improved on the fastest lap? No, it still belongs to Rowe. Although Rowe was not that fast last time around, I'm guessing that's because he's at the back of the train. This track, a lot like Cardiala, is not easy to pass on. It's one of the most technical tracks on the calendar, but it's one of the, if not the crowd favorite. The racing here is always great. There's always some bumping and banging. There's some good passing action. It's a great track. Despite the fact that it's difficult to pass, we still usually see a good amount of it. Jackson now on the back of his teammate. How aggressive are you going to be with your own teammate here? Especially with what's at stake between you two. There's a championship on the line, and there's also been a lot of turmoil on who's the team leader at the team between these two. And that's been a big talking point with Maverick, is who's going to be the team leader coming out of this season. And you know that Jackson does not want to give up the title of team leader. He's been the team leader at Maverick for the last few years. He won his title in the 10. He's had a good run. Ard has a tire down. So how aggressive is Jackson going to be with the driver of the 83? Okay, he's going to give him room. How is Ard? Did he get out of the way? Yes, oh, that's very good, Ard. Very good. Off the track, way off the track. Good job, Ard. Got up the track, and Jackson will be respectful to the 83. Will take the position, no fight. No hassle, no contact. All right, so they're going to be good teammates today. As Jackson moves into 5th, they have some Honda development drivers up ahead. Well, Bouchard's now being seen as a Mazda development driver, and Halleck is retiring. So, actually, there's no Honda development drivers ahead. You do have 2 Honda drivers ahead who could be of assistance in the future. Ard has gotten... Oh, he just got in, got new tires, and got out. He wants to be out as quickly as he can, and he is out. It's Order Australia. Not doing so hot so far. How is Caesar doing? 31st. That's actually... he went from 34th to 31st. That's actually not terrible. Good job, actually. Jackson, Paulson, and Duncan still all together. Scott closing in behind after his suspension last week. He has lost time to make up for it in the Drivers' Championship, although in the Owners' Championship, Morandi tried to carry the torch there last week. Speaking of Morandi, we will see Morandi next week at Shock Allison's 26 car, because we're going to Ovala Juarez, which is going to be exciting. Our first time out at the Mexican short track. And it's a track that's actually back in testing. There was a lot of hype around it. There was a lot of good action between the guys who were helping test the track, and people are expecting some good things out of Ovalo Juarez. But as we come through, Paulson is being hounded by the 4, as well as the fact that they are closing in on each other. Halleck pulls his fastest lap of the race and the 3rd fastest lap, as they are now all within half a second of each other. We have a 3-car battle for the lead on our hands. Shepard all alone in 4th. Jackson trying to get away from the 83 and the 4, as Duncan down the inside of Cordell Paulson. This is big for the championship. These are precious points, especially with Paulson being 70 points out in the lead. Any points that Duncan could get over Paulson is good for him. And he's surrounded by not 1, not 2, but 3 Mavericks. As Maverick sits 5th, 6th, and 8th at the start of the lap. And now Duncan on the outside will try to take 6th. Use that momentum. Really shoot it down the back straight. If he can hook it in, get on the outside, he will. And I think Duncan should have the advantage here. I see Alex Benyako closing in as well. It wasn't an amazing start for the driver of the 17, but he's still holding on down there. Down in 9th. He only lost 1 spot since the start, but here we are in the corner. Duncan hooks it down in the bottom of the hairpin and easily takes the spot. So Duncan now up into 6th. Scott now going to be battling with his teammate. Meanwhile, Rowe vibing. He was your fastest driver of the race. He still is. Bartlett would be battling with his own teammate, and they would connect together, freeze into the inside wall, and would spin around up into the 29 and the 54. All 3 would be out of the race. Bad luck for Freeze. Baranowska's in Ryback. Bartlett, what was that? That was your teammate. Turn back. These 3 are all still pretty close to each other. Even Halleck, after his mistake, is still kind of close by. Bouchard is hounding that 71. He's not even letting him out within like 2 tenths. He's still just right there. Bouchard is so close. Meanwhile, Duncan has now caught up to the back of the 10. Back to the back of the 10. Paulson has not been passed by his teammate. Again, as I've stated, Paulson is on an 8-race top 10 streak currently. He is now 7th. Rowe is 10th. Faber would need to get past him to break that streak. Paulson is not fast. He's not. In fact, he is the 18th fastest car of the race. That's kind of a yikes. Paulson's trying his best to keep it in the top 10. But here comes Philip Scott. He wants this top 10 streak to continue, and you know he does, but he's in jeopardy because there is no speed in this car. He needs a setup change, he needs a good pit strategy, and he needs to make time because there is Benyako, there is Rowe, and now he's in threat. They are now dealing with Windham up ahead as well. Oh, not got a great... Oh, no! Not the 3rd Fitzwater! Oh, and that is Caesar up in smoke. Fitzwater has got to be frustrated seeing that. Tire rubs, incidents, and now an engine blowout. All 3 Fitzwater cars involved in some sort of trouble today, and that is a terrible outcome for them. Really nothing else to say about that. Fitzwater Australia got really unlucky today. Bad luck for them. Duncan is all over Jackson. Paulson is still in the top 10, but just in the top 10. Oh my god, Duncan is hunting. He wants that spot. Bouchard and Halleck once again. Halleck has not really been disturbing Bouchard that much. I think they both know that they are not the threats right now, and the threat is the 71 up ahead. They need, before pit stops, I don't think there's any chance that they'll overtake him now before pit stops, but I think their goal should be to get as close to the 71 as possible before pit stops come. So that's what I think they're going to do. Shepard, that was a great place for him to catch him out of the final corner. And that'll be an easy pass for the 34. Oh, Jackson's going to go for this. Yep, and I think that's just going to lead the 4 past him as well. Yep, so these 3 definitely dealt with Windhelm better than Bouchard and Halleck did. Although Duncan got a little held up there. He is still going to get through. So those 3 dealt with them better than the guys up ahead did, so that's going to catch them a little bit. I would say as we stand, your top 6 are the guys who have a realistic chance to win this thing. So that is Nutt, Bouchard, Halleck, Shepard, Jackson, Duncan. I think Scott is maybe a little out of it. He would need a little more, especially with Windhelm up ahead. May cause some more problems for him. But again, it also all comes down to pit stops here. A good pit stop, in and out, great strategy, great adjustments to your car. And even back here, Scott, Rowe, Benyako, and Paulson especially, we know how fast Paulson can be. They get adjustments, they could easily get up here and fight for this win as well. Who is going to call it first? Mark Nutt will lead us. Is he going to be the first? Yep, Mark Nutt's in. Bouchard will stay. Halleck will stay. Duncan is in with Shepard. Jackson stays. Scott stays. Paulson's in. Maverick is doing a split strategy. I'm guessing that means, is Eric coming in? No, only one Maverick pits. I think they did that because Paulson needs an adjustment right now. So the more important ones here is Mark Nutt, Aiden Shepard, and Willie D. Paulson's kind of important too, though. Paulson needs just a good adjustment. At this point, his race is kind of in shambles right now when it comes for fighting for the win, but he could still very much get in this thing if he gets a good adjustment. Yep, they went out the same way they came in. It is, oh, Paulson, not a bad pit stop. Not a bad pit stop. It is Mark Nutt, Aiden Shepard, Willie D. Oh, who is that? That is Sean Ard! Oh, okay, okay. But Ard needs to pit. Ard needs to pit again. Because he only came in for tires. There's no way he can make it to the end. So here's your feet. Here's your pack. And there is Bouchard and Halleck. They need one hell of an in-lap. I think the undercut's going to work here. There's the 43 and the 7 from their incident. They've come in to take some tires and fuel. I'm guessing Windhelm will be in next as well. So, now, we watch. And Darrell's still in his stall. I'm guessing there's some leftover from that wreck he had earlier, the contact. It wasn't really a wreck because no one spun, but from the contact. Oh, everyone coming in. Yeah, they tend to run a little wide on this. That Angel committed a little late there, Angel. A little late. Yeah, that completely just ruined Angel. He might run out of fuel, actually. Actually, I'm not sure how much fuel they have in the cars. Is that Mark Nutt? No, that's Angel still. We're listening on the left side. Where is Mark Nutt? Where is the 71? There he is! Are they gonna jump him? Oh, it's close! Bouchard jumps to get the lead! Oh, there it is. But now we're on the outlap of any time that Mark Nutt would have an opportunity to take it back. It's now. He has to take it back now. Because once Bouchard's tires are warmed up, there's not much left. Oh, he's trying. He's digging deep, but he's in the grass. He's diving it. Angel, how much fuel is left in that car? He's also damaged and limping. Stay to the right. Stay to the right. Let them through. Mark Nutt Gets the lead back. Oh, you know he's got to be frustrated about that. Bouchard had it. Bouchard had it. And we're back in the same order. Great job. Adam not to get that back. Duncan will lose spots to Scott and Rowe. Paulson, I believe, is still hanging on to a top 10. Jackson going to have to go the long way around on Angel, and he does. That was clean. Rowe has gotten through his teammate, which is important here. Although they've gotten away. Oh, he's trying. Oh, Paulson's desperate. He's desperate. And he uses the lapper. Oh, he used Angel. And it worked. Look at Roush. Reigning winner around here, and I think that's like a top 15 right now. Keep in mind, that guy started 23rd. So Roush has been on the move. And this should be Angel in. And all these people cycle out. Who's the Darrell is still in the pits. There's got to be a major problem with that car. There has got to be a major problem with the 43. Paulson still holding on to a top 10. Trying to keep the streak alive. Roush in 13th from 23rd. 10 spots. And Nahuel Huapi is impressive. What do you expect of a Scott Roush, though? Angel now in. He was able to make it in. Oh, Duncan has gotten through Rowe. Did he get a good adjustment? He must have had a good adjustment if he was able to make it that easily on the 47 and now is challenging the 80 already. He's making up for lost time. But the question now stands. The 71 versus the 6 versus the 74. These are three people I did not expect to be fighting for a win. I thought it would be Blake Paulson, Jackson, Shepard, Duncan, Scott, Rowe, maybe. But no. It is Mark Nutt, Daniel Bouchard, and Jack Halleck. And Angel, after his chronically late reaction time, is now back out of the pits because I don't know what the hell happened to him. Oh, almost off the track for the 71. A big mistake like that, and Bouchard's going to close in. He'd close in really good. Oh, off the track goes the 80. Here comes the 4. Yeah, there's no way Scott keeps that. And that is another spot. 2 spots in 1 lap for Willie D on the 47 and the 80. And he moves up to 6th. So the 2 spots that he lost in the pits, he's already got him back. Great job, Willie D. He might be able to hunt back after Jackson here. He looks fast. How's our lap times? Oh, no. Bouchard is 0.3 a lap faster. Uh-oh. This might not be over. Maybe. Duncan is pushing it. He really is. Scott now battling with Rowe. Trying to get that spot back at least. Rowe trying to keep ahead. If I'm correct. Yeah, look at all those people out of the race. Well, actually, it's not a ton. But, yeah. These two are carrying the torch for TUA in constructors because Mark Nutt doesn't count. But Petrov is near the rear of the field. These two are the hope for the team. Here is Paulson. He's catching it. Oh, good adjustment. Oh, good adjustment. Oh, 5th fastest lap of the race. Good adjustment. Great job. Great job, Paulson. And that whole team, this is what they needed. They got an amazing adjustment, and he is on the hunt now. This would be his 9th consecutive top 10 if he were to get it. I'm not going to say anything yet because something could go wrong at a moment's notice. Here we go. How much did he gain this time, if at all? Maybe he didn't gain. You never know. It looks like he did. He did. Oh, he absolutely did. Oh my God! That That is 0.8 of a second gained by Daniel Bouchard. Could this be Bouchard's first career win? If he can catch. Oh, Jackson is fast as well. Jackson and Bouchard just pulled the 5th and 6th fastest laps, only 3 thousandths apart last time around. Paulson has just pulled the 2nd fastest lap of the race. He is on fire right now. And this is the power of the championship leader. This man has been unstoppable this year, and the only thing that stopped him is luck. His bad performances have been luck. Everything else has been pure skill and speed. And it shows today. No matter what happens to him, even if something bad... Is he already challenging? Oh my god, he is! Bouchard's challenging for the lead! We have a battle! Oh boy. Into the hairpin, though. Bouchard, this isn't the place to do it. Nope. He's still already challenging, though. Back to what I was saying. Oh, boy. Jackson tried the same thing on Shepard. Scott on Rowe. Now we got another battle on our hands. Paulson might just be the fastest driver on track right now. Meaning, whoever loses this battle will be basically a sitting duck against the 83. Here we come into the chicane. Once more, 5 to go this time. Oh, nuts off the track. That's the nail in the coffin. Right there. That's the nail in the coffin. Oh, but Bouchard didn't get that good of a launch. Oh, Bouchard, that could have been your one chance. He's there, though. Oh, Willie D's running. Wait, when did that happen? Paulson got them both. Oh, but Scott's coming back. Yeah, again, here we go. Bouchard for the lead. Halleck's catching. You guys battling is leading Halleck closer and closer, and this 3-car battle is back underway, but Daniel Bouchard is in the lead. Did I just hear someone ahead? That is Sean Angel. He could play a factor in this. Shepard and Jackson hate each other. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jackson. Okay, I was about to say don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't kill the man. Oh, the battling with Paulson is actually leading him riskier and riskier to the end of the top 10. Because he would need to be passed by Connor Hurley and he would lose the top 10. He's pushing Rowe. He's trying to get Rowe out of line. Try to get the spot. Oh, he's pushing him. There's Fuller. Fuller's going to be, not going to be there to really take advantage of this. Although, shout out to Morgan Fuller in the top 10. Great job, Morgan. Jeez. How's it going? Mark is not giving up. He's still there. If something were to happen to these three, the first person to be in line would be Aiden Shepard and Paul Jackson, which I do not want to know what would happen if these two knew that they were battling for a win together again. That would end horribly. Yeah, Rowe makes a mistake there. Cordell Paulson now has a challenge going back for, this looks to be 8th? Yeah. Back for 8th. Again, your second fastest driver of the race and the fastest car on track currently pushes Rowe out of the line. Oh, he's getting aggressive. He wants to keep this top 10 streak. That seems to be a priority for him. Because a top 10 streak staying alive would get him closer to Konstantin's record, and it would keep his championship lead stable, despite the fact that he is currently losing 6 points to Duncan. All that really does is reverse the effect of the pole position bonus points. Other than that, that does nothing. The gap was 70 coming in, so it would be nice. That's all I'm going to say. People know. It would be nice. If it's 70, it might have been a little bit more than 70, but if it is 70, then the gap is now pretty nice. Mark Nutt's not giving up. He's digging deep. Halleck is digging deep. These two are so... This is concerning me. This is concerning me a little because, as many of you know, they hate each other a lot. Like, they don't like each other at all. And the fact that they're battling for 4th in a race makes me scared. I'm scared. I'm genuinely terrified that these two are just going to kill each other. This is looking to be Shepard's last year at Roush Racing. Jackson looking to possibly losing team leader position at Maverick if Paulson can keep this up. And here we... No! Don't do it! Don't do it, Jackson! It's not worth it! It's not worth it! It's not worth it! Oh my god. And the saga continues. He almost dumped him. Oh my god, that almost ended horribly. Oh, Shepard's gotta be pissed. But the saga continues between these two. The ride never ends. It never ends between these two. And once again, they make contact and almost die. Calm down. It's not worth it. Yeah, don't do that. They're gonna do it again someday. It's never gonna end. Until one of them retires, this rivalry's never gonna end. Bouchard's trying to run. Bouchard is trying to run, and I think he might. Yep, he got ahead of the lap car before they reached him. That's it right there. That might be the nail in the coffin because we're coming to 2 to go and Bouchard is running. I bet Duncan probably would have wanted them to take each other out because that would be a free 4th place. Yeah, no, with them being held up at the hairpin there, I think that's the nail in the coffin. I think the Husky Chocolate, number 6, may go to victory lane here today. Ryan Griffin stood in this car 2 years, a little over 2 years, and he never got a win. And now Daniel Bouchard is going to be going for one of his own, coming to 2 laps to go for Daniel Bouchard and Shock Allison Racing, trying to go to victory lane. This unlikely combo of a fight for the win may settle out to be Bouchard's. There's Willie D. Oh, look at how far he is from civilization. He's got 2 seconds behind him and 3 in front of him with nothing. This man is all by himself, and I think he is okay with that. The 6th will be a good day for him. He'll gain 6 points on Paulson, but that's negated by the 5 points that Paulson got for winning pole. So, yeah, I don't think he's really going to be getting much of anything. I think High Climber, which is 5 bonus points as well, is going to go to Scott Roush, because Roush has gained 10 positions since the start of this race. Damn. Great job. Roush, the reigning winner around here, we expected him to do good. Despite how low he started, he got fastest in practice. So it was expected that Roush was going to do good here today, and he delivered. It was a nice charge from 23rd up to 14th, and even if he just stays 14th and doesn't gain any more positions, that's probably High Climber. That's 5 more bonus points to his name. That's pretty much worth 2 more positions. So, great job out of him. Not really too much more to say about that. Hurley will probably be gaining owner's points again as Shepard continues to, Jackson continues his crusade, but it looks like it's over for that. I don't think he'll get a podium out of this as, Mark Nutt's not there. He's not quick enough. And I think we are going to have another new winner here today. White flag is in the air for Daniel Bouchard. Former driver of, mistake out of Jackson. Not close enough. But yeah, started under Monaco Dynasty Racing down in Lights. Moved up with the team. Ran a year for Monaco Dynasty. Not an amazing rookie. No, it wasn't a good rookie year. Moved up to Thundersport, though, as a Honda development driver. Did decent there. Went to Fallout with no spots left in the Honda program near the top. But the trade with Ryan Griffin puts him in a Shock Allison racing car. And boy, did he deliver. He's made up for the deficit that Ryan Griffin left him with. He got back into owner's points, crawled his way back, and has been hunting his way back through. I believe he's almost into the top 20 in points. And I think with this win, it will put himself in the top 20 and solidify himself as a great driver in the sport, as he will join a list of drivers to win in the Sunoco Elite Series through the hairpin the final time. Some really elite drivers have won here throughout the years. Brock has won here. Paulson has won here. Roush has won here. There's been some pretty big guys who have won at this track, and Bouchard will join that group on one of the most technical circuits on the Elite Series calendar, and Bouchard is going to get his first career win here through the final corner. And Daniel Bouchard, first career win. He's finally a winner in the Elite Series. Bouchard wins in Argentina. A victory he will never forget at a track that is considered one of the hardest to win at. And Bouchard will take it home. It will be Knight in second, Halleck in third. An amazing run at a Halleck, a day that he needed. Jackson in fourth, Shepard in fifth, Duncan in sixth, Scott in seventh. Paulson will keep the streak alive. It is now 9 consecutive top 10s. Rowe in ninth, and it's Connor Hurley rounds out your top 10. I think he's got owners back, and I think DJ Curtis is out. It's unfortunate for DJ, but it's a great day for Hurley. Shout out as well to Morgan Fuller. No top 10, but P11 is still amazing. Roush won 14th, I believe, high climber. And what a day it is for the driver of the six. It was a great battle between him and Mark Nutt throughout all of today. He got the lead out of pit stops. Nutt got him back, but Bouchard, after his tires warmed up, hit a stride that earned him the 6th fastest lap of the race and the victory. Congratulations to Daniel Bouchard. Finally a winner out here. And it's at Nahuel Huapi. Great job for him. Let's go look at your finishing result. And it's Daniel Bouchard taking the win here today. It was a great day for Shock Allison Racing, and that is their first win of the year. Mark Nutt takes second, Halleck third, Jackson fourth, Shepard fifth, Duncan sixth, Scott seventh, Paulson eighth, Rowe ninth, and Connor Hurley rounds out your top 10. Curtis down in 23rd, and Fuller and Hurley around the top 10. I think DJ Curtis has lost owners, which sucks for him. Although Randolph, where's Randolph? No, Randolph's 19 is ahead, so no. Brock is a maybe, actually. That's crazy. Brock might have lost owners. But nonetheless, congratulations to Daniel Bouchard. That is going to be an amazing celebration in the pits for him. And although he may have lost his ride in the 6 to Ali Nelson, he's definitely got a resume now. If he didn't before, he does now. Congratulations, Daniel Bouchard. Next time, we are going to finish the international tour over at Ovalo Juarez in Mexico. It's our first time going to Mexico in the Elite Series. And after that, it will be the Sunoco Royale before the final stretch as we head down to end the championship. So congratulations to Daniel Bouchard once more, and we will see you all next time for the end of the international tour. Ciao.